Hi all, PlantSide Agent here. Today I'm going to take a look at a couple of additions I've made for my Pathfinder M40 Mess Kit. So if you're interested, stay tuned. Okay, let's get started. Well, first off, I'm going to discuss what the two new additions are and how they work with the kit. And then the second part, I'll actually talk about how I made these if you're interested. So for starters, the first addition is a cutting board. And this was made out of a dollar store cutting board that I bought and cut out. The second is a lid for the lid of the M40 Mess Kit. Because, well, take it out here first. I don't know if you're familiar with the I'm sure you're familiar with the Swedish Mess Kit or Dave Canterbury's or Pathfinder's stainless steel copy of it. What this is. It doesn't. This is a lid for the main cook pot, but it doesn't have a lid on its own, which improves boiling, keeps sticks and stuff out of it when you're cooking with it. So yeah, if you're just using this, say, to boil water on the burner, you know you don't have it doesn't come with a lid, and I don't think anybody makes a lid. If they do, I haven't found anybody recently that makes a lid for it. So I decided to make one. Also, yeah, if it's sitting on here using it like a double boiler and you want to do both. So this lid was made specifically. It will work on this, of course, since this is a little bit smaller, but it just barely fits on the fry pan. And the reason for that is I wanted the lid to be able to nest inside the windscreen to keep the kit all together in one piece instead of having to find a place to store the lid inside the kit. This obviously is not a problem. You just had to make it small enough to drop in the bottom. And the way this is carried. Oh, before I get started, go any further, I have a whole playlist just on the videos I've done on this on the M40 mess tins or mess kits. So if you're interested, I'll put a link to that in the description if you're interested in chasing those down. And by the way, this one is all built out, spoiler, and I will be doing a video on it next. So the way this works is the lid with its gripper on top goes upside down. That way it keeps a smoother bottom. That'll fit down there, and of course you've got a little bit of gap in here because of where the hole for the burner and the two pot stands fold up. So there's plenty of room, so that fits there, so it's out of the way. And then next you can throw in the cutting board, and then it will all fit nicely. And this will still close up and fit like it's supposed to without any problems. So it works really nice. That way it keeps everything together. Okay, so that's the two new additions and how they work. Now, how I made these, of course, I already told you I used a dollar store cutting board and just plastic, and then I just traced it out, took a saber saw, cut it out, and then I had to file and sand to make it a nice smooth cutting board that would, like I said, drop in here. For the lid, basically the same process, although I did start at first. I used a cardboard cutout for it to get it sized right. That way I could draw it around and make it so it would drop in. And by the way, if you're going to make one of these yourself, the top of this is a little bit wider than the bottom, so I had to fiddle around, trimming it down so it would drop in there and go to the bottom. And then once I had because it was easier to work with the cardboard, then I was able to trace over the cardboard onto the stainless steel and cut it out. And this is the dollar store cookie sheet that I used, just a lightweight, inexpensive stainless steel, but it's it's cheap, it's easy to find, and easy to work with. So now you probably notice that this one doesn't have any lip on it. It's just a straight piece of the stainless steel. And kind of the reason, well, I guess the main reason that it's just straight stainless steel like that is my metalworking skills aren't too good. So it would be better if I could put like a rolled lip around this, and in trying to get the precision of rolling the lip and making it so it would still fit in here was, at this point, is kind of beyond my skill level. But because when I originally got this kit, I thought it'd be nice to have a lid for the fry pan, and I did kind of make one. It kind of works, and it does fit on there. But you can see it's pretty crude, but it does work. And I thought about just, eventually going back and trying again until I can improve it. And I just haven't really got to it. I need some kind of a jig and figure out how to work the metal. But the trouble with this one, if you wanted it to fit over snug like this, you can see I didn't put a holder or vent holes on it yet. So I haven't really decided to use this one yet. But anyway, it won't nest in here, and I kind of wanted it to be able to drop in to the windscreen, just keep everything together and every compact. Otherwise, you're just going to have to find somewhere to shove it in the pack somewhere out of the way or on the very bottom. That would probably work inside your pack. So that's probably how I originally was going to do it. But I decided to go with this route. We'll see how it's going to work. Now, whether using this like this over time, is it going to warp? Probably. Is it going to be warped to the point where it's unusable? Time will tell. So that's kind of the direction I'm going right now. Maybe later on I'll look at figuring out maybe I'll do something different. But for right now, this is the way I'm going to go to see when I start using it how it's going to work out. Now, once I had it all cut out and trimmed down and smoothed up, I ran a file over this so these things aren't too sharp. I'm not going to slice myself open. Took some emery paper and kind of rounded the edges a little bit so it wasn't so sharp. Now, to make the pot lifter, again, you can see I got a crooked eye. The funny thing is I just cut out a piece of the tin again to make to hold down the D-ring for the pot lifter or the lid lifter, and I did measure it out right at the center, and I folded it around, and I thought it would be square, but for some reason it bent. And if anybody works metal, they probably know why that is, but I don't. And I thought about going back and beating it around to make it straight, and I said, screw it, I'm just gonna it's gonna work. It's not gonna be pretty. I'm the only one that's gonna look at it. So anyway, I just took another piece to make to hold the D-ring down. I folded it around the so you can see it. I folded it around the D-ring so that it will lay flat. Now, what I used to attach it was pop rivets, and aesthetically, you'd want the top of the pop rivet, the bottom, which has a nicer finish, where you're going to see it all the time here, and that's the way I do it on most of them. Like I made this lid here, and I put the smooth on top so it just looks nicer. But since I was going to have to set everything on top of it, I wanted as low a profile as I could get. So that's why I went this direction on them for the pop rivet. So it all works. It's functional. Whether it's durable, that's another story. So let's see. Well, let's talk about the design. I guess that's about it. We'll see. Like I said, we'll see how it goes. After I've used this for a while, I'll probably do a follow-on video. But don't hold your breath. I don't know when that'll be. So anyway, that's the two new additions. Like I said, I'll probably have a video on everything that's inside the kit itself later. So anyway, yeah, it works great. Like I say, this will at least fit inside, so it keeps everything together. When you keep things together, it's lot harder to lose stuff. And you know people lose stuff because I watch these videos, people buying like old stoves and kits that have additional pieces, and almost guaranteed that little things like valve adjusters and funnels and all that stuff seems to get lost right away. So anyway, it all fits in there nice and neat. I'm pretty happy with it, and can't think else to say about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.